What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our APA team builder. We are in week 13, the quarterfinals, baby. Your Detroit Steel Wings making it way further than they ever thought they would, and we are here with the first round of playoffs. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know how it looks. We are going up against the reigning past season champion, season 2 champion, who is 10-2 in the regular season, and he snaked MVP by, I think, 2 overall awards. Latios was set to be the MVP, but Zygarde 50% beat him out. So second place, though, MVP was Latios. Wintergreen put in the finest of work, but we are going up against Jacob, as always, coach of the Green Bay Pikachus. If you guys are excited, show some love on the like button down below. If you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Check out Jacob's channel. I'll be sure to link it in the description of this video so you guys can check out his side of the team builder and the battle, because it should be a good one. We did lose against Jacob in the regular season. I believe we ended up losing 3-0 to him. So hoping to bounce back, grab ourselves a W this week. Jacob's team, for those of you guys who don't know it, it is above me. We'll talk about it right now. His 2 Z captains are Zygarde 50% and Tapu Bulu, both of which are absolutely scary. He did bring, I believe it was a Groundium Z last time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a Groundium Z, Zygarde 50% last time. With Dragon Dance, it can set up with Dragon Dance. It can set up with Coil. It has access to 1,000 Waves and 1,000 Arrows, 2 incredible ground type moves. 1,000 Arrows hitting through any immunities, and 1,000 Waves being able to trap Pokemon, so he can just freely set up and do all that. It has access to Glare. It can also be run special with things like Horn Forcer and things like that as well. So it's a very, very scary Pokemon. Very bulky as well. The Tapu Bulu, I don't think it'll show up. It didn't show up last time, and I'm almost positive it won't show up this time. You know, while it does have super effective coverage for a lot of our team, it doesn't really switch, like, its speed tiering doesn't give it too good of like switching in on us to where I can't hit it with a coverage move, as well as if he does have the speed to deal with us, he locks himself into that one coverage move that he could have. So I don't see it coming, but it does set up the grassy terrain, reducing the effectiveness of ground type of Earthquake, and also providing recovery to opposing Pokemon that are grounded. He's got the Mega Manectric. I fully anticipate Mega Manectric to come. Incredible speeds here with 135. It has the Intimidate ability, so I definitely think it's going to come. Last time he brought a little slower Mega Manectric with a little bit of bulk invested in it. I think last time he didn't get the damage output that he wanted, so I would anticipate almost a very offensive Mega Manectric for sure. Something like Volt Switch, something like Hidden Power. I believe last time he also brought Signal Beam, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm remembering from the team builder, he didn't reveal it, but I'm almost positive that was the case. Fire coverage as well, electric coverage, Signal Beam, and then a Hidden Power. Fortress definitely has to show up. That is a must. He loves running Spadef, Akaberry, Fortress, so we're going to see how that shows. That's what he brought last time. That's what I anticipate him to bring this time. Very physically defensive. It can spin. It can set up hazards. It has switch momentum with things like Volt Switch as well. He's got the Azelf. I don't know if he'll bring it because I've got the Tyranitar, and that's such a huge threat, but he could bring it. Very fast Pokemon, 115 speed, Levitate ability, making it immune to ground moves. Good offenses in 125 and 125, both on the physical and the special side, so he can literally run however he wants it to. The Jellicent did show up last time as a very defensive Pokemon. I could definitely see it showing up this time because he needs something to kind of stop DD Gyarados from running through his team. Nihilego can definitely show up. It's a rocker, it's a T-Spiker, it's very fast, it has Beast Boost, gets some pretty cool coverage moves. Emboar, I don't know if Emboar will come, but I'm gonna prep as though the Emboar will come. It didn't show up last time, so I don't anticipate it to, but Priority and Sucker Punch, Superpower, Flare Blitz, all that fun stuff. The Licky Licky did show up last time. That was annoying. A very bulky Pokemon, a great Cleric, a good Wish Passer as well. Does get some very interesting coverage moves to help out the team. He's got the Liepard, which I don't believe has come to a game, and I don't think this is the time to bring it, to be completely honest. So I'm not even gonna talk about the Liepard. And then he does have the Masquerain, which has the Intimidate ability, which can show up. It can set up webs. It could show up. I don't know how useful webs are in this scenario, but that is nevertheless, that is how it goes. Like I said, I don't see it showing up. Really, I can only plan to see the same 6 as he brought last time, because the same 6 he brought last time gave me a little bit of a workout. So those are the same 6 that I'm going to plan for, but I'm still going to have aspects of my building incorporated around the other threats on his team that it could show up. So just some housekeeping on his team. He has 3 rockers in the form of Fortress, Azelf, and Nihilego. He has a Spiker he has a Spiker in the form of Fortress, and a T-Spiker in the form of Fortress and Nihilego, a Rapid Spinner in the form of Fortress, a Defogger in the form of Masquerain, and a Heal Beller in the form of Licky Licky. So without further ado, let's talk about our team. First up here, Hella the Mega Tyranitar is coming. Sub DD Tyranitar with Earthquake and Ice Punch. Now this is a very interesting set because I have no stab on this. We do outspeed regular Emboar with this set, and we also outspeed Scarf Emboar after one Dragon Dance. So not super sold on this idea because it doesn't have recovery, because it can't get leftovers and stuff like that, and it's Mega, and I don't have my Aromatisse this week. But Earthquake and Ice Punch kind of runs through his team. Ice Punch hits Zygarde, Ice Punch hits Bulu, Earthquake hits Manectric, Earthquake hits Forretress, Ice Punch hits Azelf, Earthquake hits Jellicent, Earthquake hits Nihilego, Earthquake hits Emboar, Earthquake hits Licky Licky, Earthquake hits Liepard, and Ice Punch hits the Masquerain. So nothing too crazy there. Very, very bulky. Don't need too much in attack either, if I'm being completely honest. Like I said, that speed is just in case he does bring Emboar. We'll outspeed regular Jolly Emboar, and then after +1, we do outspeed Scarf Jolly Emboar. Next up here, Argiop, the Galvantula. She is coming this week. Focus Sash Galvantula, very standard set. I actually think it's the first time I've brought Sash Galvantula. I'm not 100% sure. Webs, HP Ice, Bug Buzz, and Thunder. 36 in HP, 252 attack, 220 in speed with a timid nature. With this, we are outspeeding the Nihilego by 1 point. We're dropping Thunders on that bad boy. We're able to get Webs up to kind of help with speed control in case Zygarde is a Dragon Dance set. Mega Manectric is also very fast. Nihilego is also very fast. And just to kind of take that Emboar down a notch in case he is Scarfed. Dual Stab hits everything on his team. HP Ice hits the Zygarde and the Bulu. Choice Scarf Sandforce Excadrill this week. Probably something that I've never seen ran before, but I'm gonna try to hopefully use it to my advantage to catch him off guard. He would, I feel like, anticipate maybe like a banded Sand Rush set, perhaps, because Sand Rush is so common, but Scarf Sandforce still helps me out a lot against his team outside of Sand, and with the Sand up does just give me a little bit of extra damage towards my dual stab. Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Drill Run, 252 max attack, 4 in defense, 252 speed with an Adamant nature. With this, we are outspeeding a Scarf Bulu. Should he get Webs up, we're still outspeeding Jolly Bulu. Just as a frame of reference for the speed. I don't think Bulu will come, but I still want to be able to outspeed it. Should he bring that Scarf Bulu? Earthquake and Drill Run in case he does bring the Bulu. Earthquake obviously is nerfed in a sense by the grassy terrain, so Drill Run will be good coverage to have on there. It's also a high crit ratio, or a high crit ratio move. 95% accuracy is a little bit unfortunate. Iron Head is really good stab to have, also powered up by Sandforce, and then Rapid Spin in case he does get any form of hazards up on here. Nothing too crazy. We hit like an absolute truck, especially if the sand is up. Next up, we have AV Roserade. Ivy is coming this week with the Technician ability. Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, HP Fire, and Extra Sensory. 252 in HP, 192 in special attack, 64 in speed with a modest nature. This speed is to outspeed Adamant Emboar by 1 point. So if he does bring like Adamant Banded Emboar, if we can like figure out like what his damage output is, we can outspeed that thing. We also obviously outspeed Emboar after Webs too. This hits pretty much like his entire team. Someone's gonna say, why aren't you bringing Sludge Bomb against a Tapu Bulu? Tapu Bulu is never staying in on Roserade because of the fact that I get Sludge Bomb. He can obviously carry Zen Headbutt, but like Stone Edge, Superpower, we take those because of our bulk. I'm not bringing Sludge Bomb because I don't think Tapu Bulu's coming, and if it does come, we hit it very, very hard with Technician boosted HP Fire as well, so that is something to note. But like Zygarde, you know, Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit that boy for neutral. HP Fire hits the Tapu Bulu. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit the Mega Manectric. HP Fire is there for the Forretress. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit the Azelf. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit the Jellicent. Extra Sensory, can I speak today? Extra Sensory hits the Nihilego. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain obviously both hit that thing for neutral. Extra Sensory hits the Emboar super effectively. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit the Licky Licky. Leaf Storm and Giga Drain hit Liepard, and then HP Fire hits the Masquerain. So nothing too crazy here. Very, very bulky. We can get our recovery back from Giga Drain. I didn't want to run Synthesis with Sand as well, so AV was just kind of the way to go as far as that goes. Next up here, Wintergreen the Latios. Pretty standard set at this point. I want to see how much work it can put in, and it can actually put in a lot of work. I kind of want to go the A-Drive method with this one, where if I can get Webs up and just Roost Calm Mind in front of him, that would be pretty cool. I need to be careful about how much damage I take beforehand, but being able to Calm Mind up is really, really nice, because Bolt Beam coverage runs through his team. Absolutely runs through his team. Ice Beam hits Zygarde, Bulu, Manectric. Thunderbolt hits Forretress. Thunderbolt hits Azelf and Jellicent and Nihilego. Thunderbolt hits Emboar. Thunderbolt hits Licky Licky and Liepard and Masquerain. So Absolutely fantastic Pokemon here. Hoping it puts in as much work as it has the rest of the season. And last but not least, something I'm really proud of. I really like this Cloyster set. I hope it puts in a ton of work. I love this Cloyster set. Bunker the Cloyster is coming back. She has the leftovers with the skill link ability, and a lot of the difficulty I feel like the last time we battled were that I had answers for certain of his walls, being Fortress, Jellicent, and the Licky Licky. But certain mons didn't have the right coverage. So like on like last time we brought HP Ground on the Roserade, but we couldn't touch the Fortress, so that's been swapped out. And same thing like this time. Last time Jellicent walled the Cloyster outside of HP Electric, but this time I really like this set. So we have max HP just to emphasize our bulk, 204 in defense with a relaxed nature, at least a defense boosting nature. We can take 1+1 Z Outrage after rocks. A +1 Jolly Z Outrage after rocks we can take, and then I believe a +1 Adamant Z Outrage is in his favor. Ice Shard was an option on here, but in the lineup between Zygarde and this thing going for Ice Shard, I don't see why he wouldn't just click Extreme Speed on the off chance, so I didn't put Ice Shard on here for that reason. Toxic is there because if Jellicent feels comfortable switching out on this thing, we can go for a Toxic. We can Rapid Spin any hazards that he has. Icicle Spear is really good damage on anything that's not a resist, just based off our 95 attack. And HP Fire is there for the Fortress, so we can definitely deal with that core that he has of Fortress and Jellicent a little bit. The 16 in speed with a relaxed nature allows us to actually outspeed uninvested Jellicent. If he is just his base 60, sitting last time he brought very uninvested Jellicent, very defensive set. So I'm anticipating almost a similar set. The 16 in speed with that relaxed nature will allow us to outspeed, and we can get off a Toxic in front of that thing before it can do anything to us, which is really cool. 4 in special defense just because I didn't want any EVs to go to waste. But all that being said, that is our team for the quarterfinal matchup, going up against Jacob as always in the Green Bay Pikachus. If you guys are excited, show some love on that like button down below. Of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm gonna let this outro bang. I'm gonna talk to you all soon. Later.